Princess Alari had never heard silence like this. The battlefield of Karith Prime had once been a sea of fire and metal and screams. Now it was quiet. Burning carriers lay cracked across the violet plains, alien banners smoldered in the wind, her royal guard stood frozen in a broken ring round her shuttleland. At the center of it all stood one human. He was not shouting, he was not charging. He was not even looking at the enemy lines. He was walking slow steps, measured steps, rifle low at his side across the field. The Vorath war beasts shifted and growled. Their commanders barked orders through harsh metallic translators. They thought the human had lost his mind. Alari gripped the railing of her shuttle ramp. Stop, she whispered. Stop, human, you cannot win this way. The Vorath had come with 30 war beasts, each the size of a siege tower, each armored in layered bone and steel, each bred for one purpose: to break cities. The human unit had been small, only 12 Marines sent as advisors to her people. 12 who had laughed easily and eaten strange protein bars and spoken of Earth as if it were a gentle place. Now 11 were gone only. Sergeant Nathan Hale remained. He did not look. Gentle blood streaked across his armor. His helmet visor was cracked. One shoulder plate hung loose yet. He walked the Vorath. Commander gave the signal. One war beast charged. The ground shook. Stone shattered under clawed feet. The creature opened its mouth and released a roar that bent the Iralari. Screamed, "Stop!" Nathan did not stop. He dropped to one knee, not in surrender, in patience. The beast leaped and then the human moved. Not a way forward. He slid under the descending claws, rolled through dust and flame, came up beneath the monster. His rifle fired once. The shot was small, almost soft, compared to the roar. The war beast landed, took 2 more steps. Then its head folded inward, as if something inside it had collapsed. It fell like a broken tower. The field went silent. A Ganalari stared. That had not been luck. That had been knowledge. Nathan rose. He adjusted the broken shoulder plate. Then he walked again. The Vorath commander hesitated. Another signal. 2 beasts this time. They came from opposite sides, flanking. Strategic. Nathan kept walking. Falari felt her heart's pound. Why was he not running? Why was he not calling for support? Because there was none. The beasts closed in. Athen lifted his rifle and fired 3 times into the ground. Dust exploded upward in a thick cloud. The wind carried it toward the beasts. Their vision narrowed, their sensors distorted. Nathan vanished into the cloud. One beast roared in confusion. The other swiped blindly. Then there was a flash beneath its armored throat. A precise burst. The first beast staggered. Nathan emerged from beneath it, already moving. He sprinted straight toward. The second Alari felt her voice tear from her throat. Stop. Human, he is behind. Unathan dropped flat. The claw passed above him. He rolled, drew a blade from his hip. He did not stab wildly. He drove the blade into a narrow seam between plated ribs. The beast convulsed. Nathan twisted, pulled free, rolled away as the creature crashed down. 3 beasts down. The Vorath lines shifted. Unasilulari understood then. He was not fighting. He was hunting. The realization chilled her. Hunters did not rush. Hunters studied hunters, waited for weakness. Nathan tilted his helmet slightly, as if listening. His breathing steady over the open cum. He began circling the remaining beasts, slow, calculating. The Vorath commander roared in frustration and sent 5 at once. They spread wide, trying to trap him. Nathan retreated for the first time. But it was not panic, it was placement. He moved toward the wreckage of a downed carrier. Its hull split open like a metallic canyon. The beasts Followeddily saw it before they did. The narrow space, the limited movement in Thon, slipped inside. One beast forced its way in, after him massive shoulders scraping metal. The others crowded behind. Inside the broken carrier came the sharp echo of gunfire. Short, controlled bursts. The first beast tried to back out. It could not. Its body blocked the path. A moment later, it went still. Nathan climbed onto its back, using it as a platform. He fired downward into the eye of the second. The carrier shifted under. The weight of dying giants' metal screamed. Flames burst from ruptured fuel lines. Nathan leaped clear as the entire structure collapsed. When the smoke cleared, 3 more beasts lay unmoving. The remaining Vorath hesitate Feralari saw it ripple through. Their ranks. Nathan stood in the open, alone, armor scorched. Visor cracked beyond repair. He removed his helmet. His face was streaked with soot. A cut ran along his brow. His eyes were calm. He raised his voice across the field. Come on, not a challenge, an invitation. The final beasts charged together, all of them a wall of muscle, and for Yulari felt despair crush her chest. Even a hunter could not face that. Nathan ran straight toward them. He discarded his empty rifle, drew 2 compact charges from his belt. At the last second, he slid beneath the leading beast. He slapped a charge against its underbelly, rolled, planted the second on another. He kept running, drawing a sidearm. The charges detonated not. Massive explosions, precise internal ruptures. To beasts collapsed mid-stride. Their falling bodies tripped the rest. Chaos rippled through the charge. Nathan turned, fired into exposed joints, into open mouths, into eyes. One by one, they fell until only the commander remained, the Vorath leader, dismounted from his armored platform, towering even without a beast, forearms ending in curved blades. He stepped forward slowly. You fight like predator. His translator rasped. Nathan wiped blood from his bro eye. And predator. They circled each other. The commander struck. First blades flashing. Nathan barely avoided the first sweep. The second sliced across his thigh. He stumbled. Alari felt her breath catch. The commander pressed the attack, relentless, precise. Nathan gave ground, step by step, reading, watching. A blade pierced his side, not deep, but enough. He did not cry out. Instead, he stepped closer. Inside the arc of the next swing, he dropped his sidearm, grabbed the commander arm at the joint, twisted. There was a crack. The blade fell from nerveless fingers. Nathan drove his forehead into the commander's face once, twice. Then he drew his final blade, not large, not ornate. He drove it upward beneath the chin. Platescence. The commander froze, then collapsed. The battlefield was still. Smoke drifted across the violet plain. Nathan stood over the fallen leader, swaying slightly. Ellery ran to him with her guard. He looked at her as she approached. You should have stayed inside. Princess, her voice trembled. You should have stopped. He glanced at the field of fallen beasts. If I stopped, reach your cities. He sank. 2-1. Neomedics rushed forward. Larry knelt beside him. Why did you walk? He gave a tired half smile. Because prey runs hunters. Walk. She looked across the devastation. 12 humans had arrived weeks ago. Laughing, curious. Kindila had fallen, defending a world not their own. And one had hunted an army to extinction. The Vorath fleet withdrew. Before sunset, their morale shattered, their legend broken across the stars. A message would spread. Humans do not fight like others. They endure. They study, they adapt. And when cornered, they hunt. Months later, statues would rise on Kerith Prime, not of a roaring warrior, not of a charging hero, but of a single human, walking calmly across a field of giants. Princess Ellery would stand before that statue, often remembering the moment she screamed for him to stop, and the moment she understood he never intended to fight, he intended to win. Asterisk.